Today, my Robins, I thought I would just share with you guys my big 3 phobias.
Hooray! Yay!
My first phobia is arachnophobia. That is right, that is the fear of spiders. Yes guys, it's a pretty common phobia, but I haven't always hated these little 8-legged freaks. On the contrary, I used to like them. But then I think I was around 7 and my whole perception of spiders changed. I have memories of whenever there was a spider in the house, I would remember my dad going into the kitchen, getting a glass, putting it over the spider, sliding a piece of paper underneath it, and then taking the spider and putting it outside and, well, not killing it. And I, did that a few times. I think, however, it might have been my mum that passed down her massive phobia of spiders onto me, because at that young age of 7 you soak up everything like a sponge. I was 7, my brother and my dad were in New York, so it was just me and my mum in the house, and well, there was a giant spider on the living room wall. And being me, I went to go get a glass and a piece of paper because I'd seen my dad do it multiple times. And well, just before I could get to the spider, my mum screamed her head off and pulled me back from the spider. And I was like, why did you pull me away from the spider? I'm going to take it outside. To which she responded, while still pretty much holding my hand really tightly, that if you go near that thing and disturb it, it will jump on you and it will crawl all over your skin. And then if you do kill it, then when you're sleeping, all its family will come back and get you, and you'll have little spiders born all over your body. And let's just say that freaked the hell out of me at 7. And well, ever since then, I cannot even look at a spider without panicking. So yeah, thanks Mum for giving me the fear of spiders. Bang up parenting. My second phobia is, well, this big word which I can't pronounce. Yes, that big word which I couldn't pronounce is the fear of clowns. Now, I don't know if this is a common fear or a rare phobia, but clowns absolutely scare the shit out of me. But like the spiders, I actually never used to be, well, afraid of them. I used to love clowns. Again, I was about 5 or 6, so we're seeing a link start to form. I was either 5, 6 or 7 when these traumatic things happened to me. Yeah, I definitely will not need to see a therapist in my life because you guys are my shrink. How did this all begin, you may ask? Well, my mum was watching her favourite Saturday night TV show Casualty, which I love by the way now, and there was a clown in the children's ward making balloon animals, and he was being really kind to the kids. He was making them laugh, and I was like, okay, I snuck down because I was meant to be in bed. Shh. I snuck down a lot as a child, and this is one of the times I actually regret it because it ingrained a fear inside my head, my body, my soul. Anyway, moving on, this clown was just making balloon animals, and then the nurses left the ward for 2 minutes, and the clown goes up to this really sick child in bed, and he's got the balloon in his hand and he's stretching it, and he says to the little boy, "What balloon animal would you like?" And before the boy can respond, the clown gets the balloon and strangles the kid and starts strangling him to death. And let's just say, for someone that likes clowns, to see a clown strangle a kid my age, again, I panicked, I freaked out, I ran back up the stairs and curled up in a ball on my bed, rocking backwards and forwards, and yes, I probably cried. Anyway, a week later, I was at my friend's birthday party and they had a clown. The parents were in the kitchen, the clown was in the garden entertaining the kids, and he was making balloon animals of all things. And guess what? He came up to me, he bent down so he was on my level, and he said to me, "Little girl, would you like a poodle?" But he stretched the balloon out in his hand just like the clown had done on TV the week before, and I screamed, I burst into tears, and I ran away. Yeah, clowns. I had a really traumatic childhood. My third phobia is automatanophobia. Right, this is a pretty rare one, guys. Well, it's pretty uncommon, so I've been told, and that is the fear of anything that falsely represents a sentient being. Again, I was young. I think this is when it was on a family holiday, so I was probably 6 or 7. Yes, I've already said there's a link. I had a traumatic 3 years in my childhood. Yeah. Anyway, I was 6 or 7. It was a lovely family holiday, and there was this massive pirate ship where we were staying. It was somewhere down south. I can't remember what the name of the ship was, but it was massive. I was small. I loved pirates. I wanted to go on the pirate ship, and well, you could. It was like a tour. You could go down like underneath the pirate ship and tour around, and it was awesome. But guess what? There was a sign that clearly stated before you entered that when you went downstairs that there were only dummies. There were no real actors down there. So I was like, oh, you know, dummies. Not just any kind of dummies, guys. You know, the ones which you go some places like London Dungeons and like those type of places, and they look creepily realistic. Those type of dummies. If you haven't already guessed, automatanophobia is like the fear of like dummies, dolls, anything that looks like a human that's not a human. Anyway, I got separated from my parents, and well, I was a little scared, let's just say that, and I saw something in the corner of my eye, and being me, I turned around to look what it was, and I came face to face with a pirate dummy that looked really scary, and I was like, I thought nothing of it. And then I heard my mum call my name a little further up, and so I turned around, and guess what? Standing in front of me was an actor dressed identical to the dummy that I'd just seen, and he shouted at me with a sword, "Arr!" To which, like the other 2 times, I screamed, I burst into tears, and I ran back up the one-way stairs and like curled up in the gift shop like in like a state of panic. And when my parents eventually found me, the gift shop lady was nice and had given me some fudge to calm me down. They apologised, but that sign said that there were no real actors down there. They lied. They scarred me. Some of you out there might say that, yeah, some of your phobias are irrational. They're not real. Why are you scared of them? But to reiterate the start of the video, we all fear something, no matter how big, no matter how small. Anyway, in the comments below, I would love to hear, you know, some of your guys' stories. What do you fear? Do you have the same phobias as me? While you're down there, click that like button, and also, well, click subscribe, because I'm going to be doing more of these little videos where I tell you about my traumatic childhood. YouTube. It's all about sharing. I'm Beth. Goodbye.